This is getting embarrassingly bad for Jimmy Butler. Okay, and I can no longer put this at the feet of the Miami Heat. Yes, do the Miami Heat have some responsibility in this Jimmy Butler catastrophe? Absolutely. Okay, but at this point, Jimmy Butler is just being non-agreeable, not trying to work it out the best with Miami and these potential trade partners, because Brian Windhorst has said that Jimmy Butler has essentially blocked multiple trades that would have paid him on contending teams. Butler's obsession with getting to the Phoenix Suns is bizarrely admirable. He has torched his relationship with the Heat and hurt the team's season. He has also blocked trade options that would be good fits, where he could have potentially gotten paid and been on a contender. Okay, and that's coming off of the news of him not wanting to go to the Warriors or not wanting to extend if he gets signed to the Warriors. Jimmy Butler, I don't know what he's thinking, man. Dog, I mean, you huffed and puffed about your joy. So it ain't about joy at this point. It's not about joy. Before, when this all started, he said he was happy to play anywhere. Okay, except Miami. Okay, Miami said they didn't want to hit. You're not being traded. Okay, then you're being late to team flights and just so much, just nonsense of you just being contract detrimental to the Miami Heat. They're going to go ahead and try to trade you. All right. Phoenix Suns is one of his teams, one of the teams on the list. As a Suns fan, I don't support it. And if he's acting like this, I don't want him. And then I don't feel like adding him to an agent player. I don't feel like adding an agent player to our current roster of agent players, specifically in Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant, which I've said on multiple occasions. I'm of the minority camp of everybody got to go, or I'm open to everybody leaving. As much as I love Devin Booker, love him to death, I'm open for a rebuild. I'm open to recouping all of our draft capital back and letting KD go where he wants to go, or find a trade partner for KD, find a trade partner for Beal. Even though Beal's come and said that he doesn't want to go, so what about Devin Booker, right? To land him in Phoenix, we got to give away just more depth and more role players. And we need another big. You know what I'm saying? We kind of do have another big already. I forgot the new dude we just picked up. But either way, we need more depth. Okay, we don't need to add a Jimmy Butler. And like for Jimmy Butler, okay, there were contenders on there, right? I don't know what the talks were with Phoenix. I think Bradley Beal probably doesn't want to go to Miami, so that kind of deaded things. Okay, so I don't know if Phoenix is going to really try to convince Bradley Beal to go to Miami, but maybe he doesn't want to go to Miami. He said that he didn't want to keep uprooting his family. So I don't blame Beal if he wants to finish out his contract. Okay, as much as I would like Beal to waive that trade clause, not for Jimmy Butler though, but for somebody else. But if he wants to stay put, then so be it. Okay, and I'm shocked that teams were also willing to bring him on, and then also bring him on, all right, and give him additional, maybe, who knows, another $50 to $100 million, right? And now he's just torching all of that. I mean, at this point, Jimmy Butler, this is the type of stuff that, if he opts out next year, if he doesn't get traded by the deadline, right? Jimmy Butler, you have to accept the deal. If you want to leave, then what are you going to do if the Heat don't trade you, right? At this point, the Miami Heat shouldn't care about what Jimmy Butler's concerns are. However, his agent is probably, relaying the message saying that, look, you can trade whatever you want for Jimmy. He ain't staying, which is absolutely crazy. Bad business. I thought he wanted to make his money, and it seemed like that was on the table, and I was shocked that possibility was there for him to make additional money, probably in the range that he wants, and he's turned it all down. Now, I don't know the exact numbers, is my guess. Look, if he declines his $50 million play option and becomes a free agent and goes to a team that, he wants to go to, and are they going to give him, maybe there was talks of giving him an additional $50 to $100 million. I don't know the range, but nonetheless, that's not too bad for a player that will be turning 36 going into next season. This whole thing has been an absolute mess and in shambles of all these trade talks. It's just, Jimmy Butler has done himself no favors. This is, I know Kevin Garnett was going off about how stuff like this is why eventually NBA guaranteed contracts will be a thing of the past. When you have antics like this, I hope not. This is a veteran player, a very decorated, really good player. But he's an aging act, declining health-wise, can't stay on the court consistently the past couple seasons, and then here we are. And he is being a complete diva. And I know that a lot of people, or a lot of league offices are NBA league offices are just kind of waiting to see, where does he go so they can continue with some trades if he could be tied to a 3-team trade. You know what I'm saying? There's just so many other pieces as teams have made moves. And we know the biggest trade that happened when AD and Luka Doncic and De'Aaron Fox and Zach LaVine, that dud of a trade going to the Kings. I mean, there was so many moving parts that Jimmy Butler, I'm surprised they weren't able to find a way for him to be in the mix. Now we still got a couple days left before the trade deadline ends at midnight, February 6th. So there is still room for a huge trade to happen. But again, if Jimmy Butler is playing hardball, then that's on him. And at this point, this is the type of stuff that can get you kicked out of the league. It really can. You know what I'm saying? At this point, if he doesn't get traded, then you're going to opt into your money, and then you opt into your money and the Heat don't have to play you. They can opt you and say, just stay home. He's been very detrimental, Jimmy Butler overall to the Heat and in this overall trading window. As teams are looking to could have used his services. I'm sure. Other teams may have felt he was valuable. I don't see it for my Phoenix Suns team. I don't know why he's hell-bent on trying to go to the Suns. I don't know what it is to learn about our team. It is not an attractive spot. And adding Jimmy Butler with us, whether we kept Bradley Beal and just want to add to him, I don't see it working out. Anyways, guys, y'all let me know what y'all think of all this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.